everyone, welcome to another Simon Says Stamp video. Previous to starting the video, I stamped this pointing Tilda image from Magnolia, and I stamped it on some watercolor paper in black ink. This is StazOn in jet black. And here I'm showing you how I got that altered blue color. That first one that I painted is the straight blue from the watercolor pencil. And now I've added a little bit of gray, and you'll notice that it just tones down that blue color just a little bit. I'm doing this because the pattern paper that I'm going to be using has kind of a more toned back blue. It's not a pure blue. And I'm showing you how I got the darker brunette hair. The first one that I'm going to use the watercolor, water paintbrush on is the straight brown. And now I'm going to try the one that has a little bit of black in it. And that kind of darkens it and gives it a little bit more of a darker brunette tone. So after I painted the entire image, I'm going around with some really small pointed scissors. These are the Cutter Bee scissors that you can get over at Simon Says Stamp. And I'm going around the edge really, really closely, as close as I can. And it's time consuming, but it's completely worth it. Okay, so I've fussy cut Tilda out. And you notice that there are some little areas where you can see a tiny bit of white just on the edge. And it could be because I didn't cut it all the way out, or it could also be just that it's on thick watercolor paper and so you can see a little bit of the edge. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go around with a brush marker. This happens to be a Copic, but you can use any black marker that has like a brush tip. And I'm just going to hold the marker like this, and I'm going to lightly go around the edges. And that's just going to add black on the edges so that it looks like I've cut it out perfectly. So I'm hoping you guys can see that. If you can't, and you've done this before, I bet you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where it just doesn't look like it was cut out just right. Okay, and the way I cut out this little interior piece right here was I just cut up the line of her hair. And then when I place it on the card, you won't even be able to tell that I've cut it there. Okay, so here's some white background. You can see that that black edge just really finished everything off. So I have the little Tilda here. I also have some Magnolia pattern paper. These two strips are from that same paper. And then this one, actually it was that blue, but I decided that I liked the contrast of the white over top. So I just flipped it over. I used this die from Tim Holtz. This is the Snow Flurries die. I just used it, put it through my Big Shot machine, and I have this. So I'm going to start adhering it to some craft cardstock. So I'm just going to take my Tombow Mono multi-glue, and I'm just going to do a couple little dots of glue to make sure this area at the top stays down. Another piece of pattern paper. This is a different piece of the red pattern paper. I chose this one because I'm going to emboss my sentiment on it, and I wanted it to be the exact same color as this red. Using this stamp set again, this time I'm going to use Winter Wonderland. Adding some Versamark ink. I'm going to put a little ribbon edge on this. Okay, so there's the little Tilda. I'm going to round these corners down here at the bottom. I'm going to add white dashed lines on the top and the bottom. I'm going to cut a little slit up here in the fold so that I can put some baker's twine through. I'm going to add some glitter onto Tilda. I'm going to add it on her gloves and along the fuzzy trim of her hat. Okay, so there's just a little sparkle. Hope you can see that sparkle and gleam. And that's the card for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you on Tuesday for another Simon Says Stamp video. Thanks for watching.